My name is Dave Butler. I am the Customer Success Manager with Page Optimizer Pro, and today we are going to go over the difference between the content brief optimization method and the signals optimization method. Firstly, let's cover the content brief. With the content brief, you'll receive recommendations on how many terms to add to 4 important sections of your page. Think of it like having an expert SEO leaning over your shoulder, guiding your hand through optimization. At the top of the content brief will be the summary section. Here you can view your content brief optimization score, your recommended target word count, and your page section recommendation, amongst other information. It is important to note that neither the target word count nor the page section recommendations are taken into consideration when calculating your content brief optimization score. What is taken into account for the content brief optimization score is the important terms recommendations at the top of each section. Before we dive into the sections, though, something to take into account when choosing a strategy is that the content brief is much more friendly to newer SEOs, as it'll do much of the decision making for you. It also handles over-optimization easier through the over-optimization toggle. If your page does not fulfill the target word count recommendation, it can be set to adjust recommendations based on your word count by utilizing the custom word count toggle here. This is available to the signals optimization strategy in 2 forms, with an equivalent of this feature existing in the custom strategy tab, as you can see here, and a based on your word count strategy inside of the compare data tab, but more on that later. Now, let's go over the sections and learn how to read them. In the upper left-hand corner of each section will be the section title. Next to that title will be a tooltip. This tooltip will let you know exactly what tag that particular section is looking at. To the right of that tooltip will be the aforementioned important terms range and the current count. The important terms range is the goal to shoot for, while the current count represents the current number of terms you have in that section's monitored tags. To the right of that will be the convenience features of your section. We have a radio dial to mark the section as complete or incomplete, and we have a button to access our notepad for this section here. These notes are an incredibly convenient tool, as they are visible inside of the content editor as well as the Chrome extension while editing. Next to this button, we have a collapse button. This gets the section out of the way if we have already satisfied its recommendations. Finally, we have the ability to download this particular section as a TXT document. To download the entire content brief, you'll need to click the 3 dots button here, and then from there, you can download the entire content brief as an Excel file or as a PDF. For the meat and potatoes of the section, we have the important terms column, the current usage column, and the target range column. What the content brief wants you to do is use any combinations of the important terms up to the recommended target range. As your current usage for these terms rises, so too will your current count. As the current count gets within the important terms range, the content brief score will also rise. Keep in mind, however, that the target range is how much of a term it will count. For example, in this report, it will not count more than 1 instance of the term SEO inside of my title tag. If I was to use more than 1 instance of the term SEO, it would see it inside of the current usage column. However, that additional usage would not be counted in my current count. With the content brief covered, let's now go over the alternative optimization option, the signal strategy. The signals optimization score is based on the number of suggestions found within the compare data tab. Here, you'll find signal-specific suggestions on how to improve your page. Importantly, while the content brief has guardrails to help make optimization easier, the Compare Data tab does not. You'll need to make all of the hard decisions yourself. We do not recommend any user to blindly implement this tab's recommendations. Please examine each recommendation and determine its value each and every time. Moving on to the recommendations, the first suggestions you'll see will be the all competitor recommendations. These recommendations are given to you by analyzing data from all of your competitors. You can also view the based on your word count recommendations by clicking this tab here. These recommendations are given under the assumption that you are outside of your recommended target word count range by plus or minus 20%. To provide an example, let's say your target word count was 1,000 words. You would want to use these recommendations if your page had only 500 or if it had 1,500 words. Below, you will have the exact keyword recommendations, the variation recommendations, and the LSI recommendations. Finally, you'll also have the word count tab. When working within this tab, we recommend doing all of your increase recommendations first, starting with the exact keyword recommendations, then the variation recommendations, and then the LSI recommendations. If after that you still don't get the movement that you want, we then recommend trying reductions. However, it is important to note that recommendations that tell you to reduce are a high-risk, high-reward strategy. Reducing can cause rapid rises or rapid falls in your page's ranking. Regardless of where you do them, log the reductions so that if you do experience a fall, you can then easily revert that change and hopefully recover your rankings. To summarize what we just went over, the content brief recommendations are perfect for those just starting an SEO campaign or for those new to SEO. The recommendations are more general and they have guardrails to help prevent some common pitfalls in SEO, such as over-optimization, while providing options for those who find themselves in a situation where their page is over-optimized or has too much or too little content. The Compare Data tab, while not beginner SEO friendly, is excellent for a more detailed approach to optimization, especially for those niches where you find yourself more embattled for those top positions. With that, you know everything you need to know in order to choose between the signals optimization strategy and the content brief optimization strategy. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy optimizing!